Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Vechain, whose current price stands at the $0.02285 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.04%. and in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Vechain from the all-time high has been seeing no prices in this massive ABC correction, which has now taken us back to around the $0.02 mark, and after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside over here on the daily chart, managed to break above key areas of resistances, and at the key area of resistance at around the $0.03362 mark, we got rejected, and we are seeing a massive pullback to the lower side. Jumping to the 4-hour chart for further analysis. Here on the 4-hour chart, this movement to the upside, in my previous videos I was terming it as an Elliot wave structure, having this as the first wave to the upside, a second wave, a third wave. Then I expected a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, then continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1. But that movement to the upside in that Elliot wave structure got invalidated the moment our wave 4 over here retraced into the high of that first wave, and having done so I had to remove this Elliot wave structure and view this movement to the upside as something else, and the only way we can view it as is just a massive ABC corrective movement that was correcting that impulsive movement to the lower side that gave us a low at around the $0.02 mark. And after seeing the high for that ABC corrective movement, whatever we expect on this other side is the formation of a 5-wave structure taking us to a new low. So it's possible that maybe the low for Vechain is not yet in, and we have seen the formation of a 5-wave structure over here, and even seen the low for that 5th wave down here, completing a higher Elliot wave count 1. And having done so, whatever I expected over here is the formation of a wave 2, which I expected that it might give us a bit of a pump to the upside. And using the Fibonacci's, I had a target area for that second wave to the upside by just connecting the fibs from the high of the wave 1 to the low of the wave 1 down here, and that gave me a minimum target area for that second wave between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that. And because our wave 2 is a corrective wave, I expected that we might also see the formation of an ABC corrective movement over here, and I believe we had seen such a movement having this as the wave A. Then whatever we are seeing over here might be an overshooting wave B. Then we might continue pushing high in the formation of a wave C to complete and get us into that target area in the formation of a wave 2. So once we see this movement play out, then we can name that as a higher Elliot wave count 2. And in case that movement plays out, then that will be completing the formation of a head and shoulders pattern here on this chart, having this as the left shoulder of that head and shoulders pattern. Then we have seen the formation of the head, then we have also seen the formation of the neckline. Then in case we continue pushing high in the formation of a wave 2, that will be completing the formation of a head and shoulders pattern. Then in the formation of a third wave, that is a higher Elliot wave count 3, I would expect us to see a breakout out of this head and shoulders pattern. So those are the possible scenarios that might play out here on the Vechain chart. It's also possible that we might view these movements over here in a different way, having this key area of resistance at around the $0.026 mark, which gave us resistance, and we are seeing a bit of a pullback to the lower side, having that high at around the $0.026 mark as the high for the right shoulder of that head and shoulders pattern. It's possible that soon we might see a breakout out of this head and shoulders pattern without completing the formation of a wave 2 over here. That is giving us a bit of a pump to get us into the yellow target area in the formation of a wave 2. That is still a possibility, and this is a pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height between the head and the neckline. So using a trend line, we can get the height between the head and the neckline, and then place that height down here to give us a minimum target area to the lower side, and that could take us back to around the $0.012 mark. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and see whether we are going to, whether this is the formation of a corrective ABC corrective movement to get us into that yellow target area, or whether we are going to see a breakout out of that head and shoulders pattern and continue pushing lower. And in case that plays out, then we can also name that as a higher Elliott wave wave 3. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the indicators, here on the RSI we are trading at around the 42 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upside in the formation of a wave C and get us into the yellow target area for that wave 2. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.